Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. Woo, okay, guys, boys, girls, men, whoever's watching this. As you can tell by the title, we have some pretty crazy news this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. So we have two things to talk about here. First things first, I got this screenshot from TF Universe 16 on Instagram, and JT Prime 17, he posted on the TFW boards not too long ago. He says here, 225 cases of Tra Shine 2 Optimus and Soundwave and 225 cases of Tra Shine 1 Starscream and Bumblebee have arrived in U.S. port. Estimated release date is December. After almost 3 years, the toys have been produced and are ready to go. Yes, sir, people, you heard it from JT Prime 17 himself. Seems like in just a short 2 months from now, we are going to be getting people buying these 2-packs from the Transformers Reactivate game toy line. Now, I don't know if it's confirmed or not whether these are studio series or the game is like its own subline of toys that's coming out later this year and next year. But it's going to be very interesting to find out what these things actually look like. I covered descriptions that were given on these figures like a week or two ago, so if you want to check those videos out, just scroll through some of my more recent videos and you'll find it. So a lot of news has been coming out with this Reactivate game in terms of the toys, not the game itself, which is still a little weird. Hopefully we get another trailer or some sort of update here soon. But seeing that these figures are releasing in December, I wouldn't be surprised if they drop a surprise trailer on us, or if they start the rollout for this game either later on this month or sometime next month in November. Who knows? It's very crazy. I just can't wait that we're getting another Transformers game after so many years. It's been close to 10 years since we've had a console, like a mainline console game for Transformers. I think the last one was Devastation? I mean, there was no game for Last Night, there was no game for Bumblebee, no game for Rise of the Beast, which shocked the hell out of me. I mean, if this was during the days of the first 3 Bayformers or even Age of Extinction, had that it was loosely tied in. It was I think it was called Rise of the Dark Spark or something like that. It's just crazy that we haven't had a game in going on 10 years, so I just hope everything works out well with Reactivate and we get some updates or a trailer soon, seeing that these figures have an estimated street date of December, which is 2 months from now, so who knows what's going to happen. Oh boy, and moving on to some crazier news, guys, we have our first leaked images of the test prototype for Bumblebee movie Studio Series Leader Class Megatron. People, yep, you're seeing it right here, right now. We have 2 separate images. One is a close-up of the head right here, and then another one is more of like a full body type thing where you could see part of the arms and his upper body more. And from what we could tell, this is heavily based off of that packaging art for the Rise of the Beast. What was it? It was one of those Titan changers or whatever it was called from the gimmick toy line for Rise of the Beast earlier this year, when we had pretty much our first ever CG render of what the Bumblebee movie Megatron design would have looked like if he wasn't cut from the movie and if he was maybe even in Rise of the Beast. So it seems like they're taking heavily from that design. You still got the same scars on his head sculpt at least. The details, they look good. From what I've been thinking since I first saw this image, if you're not a fan of the new movie continuity or you're just not a movie Transformer toy collector at all, you could use this Megatron as maybe an IDW stand-in, or if you just want a regular Cybertronian Megatron that's not the puny, mediocre, in my opinion, War for Cybertron Voyager class Megatron that just dropped a couple months ago. This seems like the perfect option because the War for Cybertron molds from Siege and Earthrise are not that great. They're a little too short in my opinion, and their articulation and the look of the figures is too stumpy. I think the last good chug Megatron figure that we had was like 17 years ago during the Classics toy line. The Combiner Wars Megatron really isn't that great when you try and pose him. Like, he could barely stand, his legs are too skinny. So I think now, obviously, this isn't a G1 Megatron, but if you want this as a good stand-in, like I said, for IDW, Cybertron, Megatron in general, or if you want, this was even crazier, more of like a fan fiction of mine. It reminds me of designs that you would see back during Unicron Trilogy or RAD 2001. So if you want to use that for some stuff, for like some fan fiction or stop motion films, you could do that. Or if you just obviously want to use it for what it's intended for, Bumblebee movie Megatron that can also fit with your Rise of the Beast figures and characters and whatever else comes after Rise of the Beast in terms of live action movies. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that you could do with this Megatron other than it just being for the movieverse or the Rise of the Beast movie universe, whatever you want to call it. So it's been getting my mind rolling on what you could use this Megatron for in terms of photography, stop motions, your own fan fictions, or just for displays in general. So there's a ton of possibilities. The fact that this figure is coming out is really exciting in my opinion. Now, if you guys remember in my last video talking about this figure when it was officially announced, well, not officially announced, it was leaked that the leader class would be Bumblebee movie Megatron instead of the SS86 G1 Megatron that it was rumored to be. I was a little bummed out and upset in that video, if you guys remember, and since then, you know, I've told you guys like a minute ago what I've been thinking this Megatron could be used for, and I've warmed up to it, and I'll probably more than likely be getting this because it does look pretty good from what we've seen so far. A lot of nice sculpted details on there. It looks like it looks like a design that would jump straight out of the War for Cybertron games, which isn't surprising at this point. For the past like 5-6 years, we've already seen the other Cybertronian designs, and I'm pretty sure it was confirmed a few years back that that those designs from the Bumblebee movie were indeed actually inspired by the War for Cybertron game designs. So not surprising that this design jumps straight out of those games. Basically, it just looks really. I just hope he has the arm cannon, because I think in some of the more recent renders in that teaser render from a few years back, he didn't have an arm cannon. So hopefully in terms of weaponry, they give us something nice and menacing, or just give us the classic arm cannon. And ooh, oh man, I literally just thought about this as I'm talking. What if they give him a chain mace similar to the leader class Optimus Primal from Rise of the Beast, people? Imagine if they gave us that articulated mace, remolded it or repainted it, and put like a spike ball at the end of it. That would be absolutely insane. Or they could just give us a handheld mace like what they did with the War for Cybertron Voyager Megatron. Either of those options would be dope, but hopefully he has a nice menacing gun and at least a mace or a swinging mace similar to Optimus Primal. So they could do a lot of different things in terms of accessories. I just hope it is good, especially for the leader class price point of around $60 after tax these days. Yeah, a lot to be excited for. This figure is going to be officially revealed later on this month during the Hasbro stream for Studio Series. This figure will be in Wave 1 of Studio Series, dropping in, I believe, January or February of 2024. So get hyped, guys. We're going to be seeing a lot more images of this guy really soon, or maybe even, who knows, later on today, tomorrow, a week from now, in terms of leaks before it actually gets officially revealed by Hasbro. So who knows? A lot of crazy things are going to be happening, and I cannot wait to cover it and talk about it with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. Some updates in the Reactivate figures, and obviously this insane leak of Bumblebee Studio Series Leader Class Megatron. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Megatron figure so far, and what do you guys think of the whole Reactivate situation? All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. If you want to email me for business inquiries, or if you also want to email me about a diorama commission, I make dioramas for people for toy photography and stop motions, or you could just DM me on any of my social media accounts and we could work out a deal on what type of diorama you would want. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.